Imagine this. It's the morning of December 26, 1996, in the affluent suburb of Boulder, Colorado. The joy of Christmas still lingers in the air, but for one family, this day will become their worst nightmare. 6-year-old JonBenét Ramsey, a little girl and beauty pageant queen, is not found in her bed as usual. Instead, her family faces a horror that will become one of the most notorious unsolved mysteries in American history. This is the story of the mysterious and unsolved murder of JonBenét Ramsey, a case that continues to raise questions and stir emotions to this day. JonBenét was a little girl known for her bright presence and love for beauty pageants. Her mother, Patsy Ramsey, a former beauty queen herself, encouraged JonBenét's participation in various competitions, where she won numerous titles. The life of the Ramsey family seemed perfect at first glance, wealthy, successful, and full of love. But this pictured perfect life was shattered on the morning after Christmas in the most brutal way. The tragedy began with a mysterious ransom note, which Patsy Ramsey found on the stairs of the house that morning. The note demanded $118,000 in ransom and claimed that JonBenét had been kidnapped. The tone of the letter was chillingly specific, and the amount demanded matched the Christmas bonus that JonBenét's father, John Ramsey, had recently received. The note was strangely detailed, with threats that seemed like something out of a movie. In a panic, Patsy immediately called the police and informed her friends and family, who rushed to the Ramsey home to support them. The police arrived quickly and began a preliminary search of the home. Yet despite the ransom note, time passed with no sign of JonBenét. The police asked the family and friends to gather in the house and wait for further instructions. It was a tense wait, with every passing moment further draining the family's hope. Then, in the afternoon, a police officer asked JonBenét's father, John, and a family friend to search the house again, and what they discovered would change their lives forever. In the basement, in a small, dark room, lay JonBenét's lifeless body, covered and in a horrific state. She had been bound, and her small body showed signs of strangulation and blunt force trauma. The autopsy later revealed that she had suffered a severe blow to the head and had been strangled. The discovery of her body shocked everyone and marked the beginning of a long, painful investigation. The murder of JonBenét unleashed a massive wave of speculation, rumors, and theories. The media immediately seized upon the story, and the image of the bright, young girl was soon in every newspaper and on every television screen across the United States. But what made this case even more mysterious were the bizarre details and inconsistencies surrounding it. For instance, questions arose about how someone could have entered the house without being noticed by the family or the security system. There were also strange traces of duct tape and a garrote that had been used as a murder weapon. Another mystery was the strange ransom note. Police examined the note thoroughly and found that it had been written on paper from within the Ramsey home itself. Even the pen had come from the family's kitchen. These details led many investigators to doubt that the note had been written by an intruder. Instead, it was speculated that someone in the house might have faked the note. But who would do such a thing, and why? Soon, the family themselves became the focus of the investigation. Police and the media began scrutinizing John and Patsy Ramsey. There were voices that claimed the parents might be involved in the murder or had something to hide. The media painted a dark picture, speculating that the murder could have been the tragic result of a domestic accident or conflict that was being covered up. But despite intense questioning and investigation, there was no substantial evidence against the parents. The investigators seemed trapped in a maze of speculation, half-truths, and contradictions. In addition to the parents, JonBenét's brother, Burke Ramsey, also attracted public interest. Burke was only 9 years old at the time, and although there was little evidence linking him directly to the murder, theories circulated that he might have been involved in an accident or dispute with his sister. These theories led to further speculation, but once again, there was no concrete evidence. The investigation dragged on for years, leaving a network of unanswered questions. Over the years, criminologists, psychologists, and forensic experts have analyzed and examined the JonBenét Ramsey case. Yet, even with the most modern techniques, many mysteries remain unsolved. DNA samples and forensic analyses neither exonerated the family nor identified any other person conclusively as the perpetrator. Over time, numerous theories have been proposed. Some believe that an intruder did indeed enter the house and committed the murder. Others claim that it must have been someone close to the family. Some theories go so far as to view the ransom note and unusual murder methods as signs of a staged scene, an attempt to cover up the true circumstances. Today, more than 2 decades later, the case of JonBenét Ramsey remains unsolved. The murder of the little girl has become a symbol of unsolved crime cases, a reminder of the authorities' inability to find answers, and a tragic memory of a young life cut short. For the Ramsey family, life after the murder was never the same. They fought against public condemnation and lived constantly under the shadow of this horrific loss and the endless speculation. The story of JonBenét Ramsey still holds the public captive. It is a case that captivates both the public and investigators alike. Whether the truth will ever come to light remains uncertain. But one thing is for sure: the fate of JonBenét Ramsey will continue to be part of American criminal history, an unsolved mystery that still seeks answers. If this story fascinated and shocked you as much as it did us, please consider subscribing and giving us a like. On our channel, we'll bring you many more mysterious, unsolved, and thrilling stories from around the world. Hit the bell so you won't miss any of our stories, and stay tuned for the next video.